Yes, I forgot about salmon.
Come on now.
You like salmon?
Yeah, love it.
Good,
My
because there's so many things you don't eat. So, yeah, like you don't eat anything green, am I correct? And no,
broccoli.
Okay, but you eat no fruits, right? No
Apples.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Broccoli
That's
and
the
apples.
list.
Fantastic. Welcome to PTI, boys and girls. In today's episode, the Eagles meet, the Panthers pick up where they left off, and Steve Young joins us for 5 good minutes. But we begin today with last night's dramatic comeback by the Yankees to beat Toronto 9-6 and keep their series alive. Toronto scored quickly on a Vlad Guerrero Jr. two-run homer in the top of the first, then stretched that lead to 6-1 by the third inning, knocking out starter Carlos Rodon. The Yankees got 2 back in the third, and in the fourth tied the game on Aaron Judge's dramatic 3-run homer off the left field foul pole. The Yankees won as their relievers shut down Toronto for the last 6 2/3 innings. Wilbon, what is the word for how this game played out?
It's not even a game. It's the home run. It's Ruthian, or it's the natural. Take either one. The foul pole made it more than natural.
Yeah.
And it was hit to right field from a pull right. I'm left field,
left field.
Right-hand hitter. Ruth
Way
gone
inside pitch.
To left to right field.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Tony, it was majestic. When he hit that thing, I was watching by myself and started screaming because, as you know, I said arrogantly for 2 days the Yankees are going to win this game.
Yeah.
And it's 6-1. I'm not looking real good. But when he hit that, that's got to be right now. It's early for a guy who hasn't won a World Series. He's not Jeter. He's not DiMaggio. He's not Mantle. He's not Ruth or Garrett.
Nope.
He's not Berra. This is his moment right now.
So I thought that game was pretty much lost early, but the saving grace is that it was too early to be lost. And the Yankees came back quickly. And that home run is a fabulous visual moment when it knocks off the foul pole. And it is a symbolic moment because he's their big man. But it only tied the game. They still had to win the game.
Didn't you feel
no,
every bit of
They go out, they get a home run from Jazz Chisholm, they get another run in the fifth, they get another, that same inning 2 runs, then they get one in the sixth, and they win the game, they keep their season alive, and maybe it is a reset here, because I was given the statistic today that Toronto was 39-0 this year when they had leads of 5 runs or more. I mean, the word that I would have used for the Yankees is determination. I would have said collective determination, and I would have included the bullpen. Like, the bullpen's ERA in the playoffs was 9, was 1 run an inning. Now it's only 6.46, but you shut down a hot team. Do you know by the end of the top of the third last night, the score differential in that series was 29-9. So this is... I don't think you can overstate the potential meaning of that win.
But Boone said during the on-field interview, or whatever they call that thing, in dugout interview, we got to hold him down a little bit. No, he held him down completely. The bullpen did. It's still on Judge. How great must that dugout have felt?
You could see it.
When that ball, forget the foul pole, when it came off the bat.
You could see it. But again, Mike, it tied the game. You still had to go win it. You had to go win it.
It felt like it was over at that point to me. Let's move to the NFL and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and the always peeved A.J. Brown met Monday to discuss how to move forward after Sunday's first loss of their season. Hurts and Barkley downplayed the meeting and said it was not contentious. Tone, was this summit of stars in Philly a big deal, little deal, or no deal?
I love how much you hate wide receivers. It is the pleasure of my life. You just think they're all awful.
They are. I love them, but they're crazy.
So I would say of this, what matters is what was discussed and if there was resolution. And then it could be a very big deal. I mean, we've been told for a while that A.J. Brown is unhappy about not getting enough passes. And then he goes on social media and posts cryptic messages. And we've been told Saquon Barkley is upset that he doesn't really get the ball anywhere near the way he got the ball last year. And we've been told about Jalen Hurts, he's very conservative as a quarterback out there. So if they come to resolution and they're all happy, it could be a very big deal. Conversely, if it doesn't work out at all, it could go the other way with this team. I took these notes because there are some numbers here. A.J. Brown, 5 passes, 43 yards against them.
He's only averaging 38 yards.
He's under 50. That's 4 out of 5 games he's under 50. His first 5 games last year, he averaged 88. Barkley, 1 carry in the second half as they passed 23 out of 24 times. Six carries in the whole game. It's lowest amount since 2010. My problem with this is this. They're 4-1 and they're defending Super Bowl champions, so I don't think we're on the eve of destruction.
It's no deal. None. First of all, when you're in practice every day, all day, and some people get to the compound, and I'm sure Hurts does, at like 5:30 in the morning, what else are you supposed to do but meet and talk to each other? What the hell are you there for if you can't talk? I realize 2 generations now can only text to each other.
Maybe they text.
I'm glad they're in a room and they actually talk.
Maybe they
That's a
room and
breakthrough.
text.
Get me headline writers.
Yeah.
It's no deal. This is what they should do. They should talk about it. It's one loss.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Eagles, let us remind all the other shows.
They won 20 out of 22.
They're not going undefeated. They weren't going undefeated.
No.
And are the Philadelphia Eagles going to make the playoffs? Yes or no?
Oh, sure.
Yes, they are.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so let's stop.
The NHL regular season opened yesterday. One of the featured games had the 2-time defending Stanley Cup winners, Florida Panthers, beating your Chicago Blackhawks 3-2. The last time the NHL had a three-peat was 1982, when the Islanders did it on their way to 4 in a row. The Panthers raised their banner yesterday, and their rings are inscribed, and I quote here, "We apologize to no one." Wilbon, what do you think of their three-peat chances and the inscription on their rings?
I don't give a damn about the rings. The three-peat chances, I don't see that either. I don't. I mean, I can think of a couple of teams that came close. A lot of teams won multiple championships. The Penguins have done it. The Kings did it. The Blackhawks did it with a loss in Game 7 at home in overtime of the Stanley Cup semifinal, keeping them from having a shot at 3. So people have come close, but nobody's done it.
I don't think Gretzky did it.
Gretzky didn't do it.
So, I mean,
they went like 2-1-2.
Yeah, Gretzky
didn't do it. No, I don't see it. I'm not saying it doesn't take away from Florida's greatness to have done what they've done so far.
Yeah.
But no, teams bubble up. Edmonds is not going away. If McDavid and Draisaitl and Gang are healthy, I expect them to sort of catch them and pass them.
I'm going to deal with the inscription very, very briefly here. I think it comes from the fact that both Matthew Tkachuk and Sam Bennett said this stuff in the various championship celebrations. It's pretty chesty to put on a ring. They were reacting to the notion that they were not just a physical team, but a dirty team. Yeah. Okay, they won. They can do what they want. That's fine. I agree with you about the three-peat, and I've thought about this. I mean, I agree with you because it's over 40 years since it's happened. I think it's harder in hockey than in any other sport, and I think so because something in hockey is different in this regard. Small things change everything. The bounce of the puck, the shot that hits the post and doesn't go in. So I thought it was harder. The Lakers did this in 2002. The Yankees did this in 2000. But I was surprised. I had to go back to the Packers in 1967. So
for football, for the NFL.
Yeah, so I was surprised at that. But I don't like this.
There's one other thing about the NHL. Their rules preclude you. It almost forces you to get rid of up-and-coming or already great players too quickly. It doesn't matter who you sign. You've got players who know how to win. Yeah. And you can't continue to win because the rules make you get rid of them.
The problem,
that's the NHL
one of the problems there is inside that locker room. Maybe there's a change in attitude. Maybe there's a change in motivation because you just won 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's all right.
Let's take a break. Coming up, what makes Kyle Shanahan's offense so easy for quarterbacks to pick up? We're going to ask Steve Young.
We'll also ask him about
light. And I was at the wrong camera. And then I get a hand saying, look at this camera. Justin, he tries southpaw back in the summer of 1981. Hall of Fame quarterback Steve Young. Let's start with this. Mac Jones, he looked pretty good, subbing for Brock Purdy. As a quarterback, what makes Kyle Shanahan's offense so friendly to a wide variety of people?
Let me just quick anecdote. So I'm at the, night before the hotel at a home game where they go through the first 15. Bill Walsh started that back in the 80s where the head coach is going to introduce the first 15 offensive plays, go through the reads so that everybody goes to bed with what's, they're clear-minded. And so I'm sitting there watching him introduce the first 15 classically, and I'm thinking the plays, I'm like, man, that's cool. Oh, that is ingenious. That is amazing. And so at the end of it, I go up and he says, you didn't mention blitz. Kyle, you didn't say anything about blitz. He goes, oh, no, it's good against everything. And I was like, what? You're telling me you get to run all that cool stuff and I don't have to worry about blitz? Like, so that was my response to your question is, that's the genius of innovative football that Andy Reid and he and Sean McVay and Sean Payton started about 10 years ago, and a tactical advantage because he's made the job of quarterback not simple, but man, it helps you be better. The full measure of who you are as a player can come out, is the way I would say it. And you're seeing that with Jimmy Garoppolo. You're seeing it with Brock Purdy. You're seeing it with Mac Jones. Yeah.
Then Steve, why don't more people copy it? It's supposed to be a copycat league. Why don't more coaches say, let me do this?
Track everyone that's come out of those guys' coaching trees. Mike McDaniel in Minnesota, just track it. It's throughout it's better than ever, Michael, because they've all been trained in this way, but not everybody is elite innovator, right? Because Kyle has to keep reinventing himself all the time. And that's unique. Andy Reid, 67, 66 years old, is reinventing himself every week. It's a certain spirit that's why you're a genius coach. And to me, there's not 32 genius coaches. There's a handful.
A couple. You mentioned Mike McDonald. I'm going to follow up for him for a second. The Dolphins are 1-4. And Mike McDonald said today about Tua and all quarterbacks, quote,
Mike McDaniel.
I'm sorry, Mike McDaniel. Who did I say? Mike McDonald?
Like
Yamo be there?
Yeah.
No, Mike McDaniel. And he said about Tua and all quarterbacks, quote, a bottom line, black and white, is that you're held accountable for the results while you're trying to get better, close quote. Is that fair to all quarterbacks to lump everybody like that?
It's a rock solid foundational truth that you have to take in as a quarterback. Every play starts with the ball in your hand. And think about all the mitigation that happens every play. Football's too many guys. It's chaos. How many things go wrong? You throw an interception, and how many reasons why? True reasons. There's a truth. The guy receiver turned the wrong way. The guy didn't block the defensive end. The ball was slippery. The sun was mild. They're all true things. But I think what Mike McDaniel's talking about is there's a truer truth. And the truest truth is the quarterback, the ball was in my hands and now it's in their hands. And a quarterback that takes that on and owns that can now collect everybody else on the team, especially the offensive linemen are getting paid a third or a quarter or a tenth of what he's getting paid. They're not on TV, to have them go fight for you every week because I know my guy is going to stand for it. And so young players, watch your language after a losing game when the media asks you what happened. You don't use words of mitigation, use words of accountability. I love Mike McDaniel saying that.
One quarterback who owned his situation when it was difficult the other night is Trevor Lawrence, who described his touchdown scramble, which he of course fell down twice, as sheer panic. Steve, you played a long time. I don't remember you falling quite like that on the snap of a ball, but did you ever have a situation like that? What were you thinking when you watched it?
I got stepped on when I threw to Terrell Owens to beat the Packers in the playoffs. That was half of the secret of the play is I got stepped on by the center and almost fell down. But I remember scrambling on crazy, straightening up, throwing a ball, two linebackers. Instead of catching it, they did the typical linebacker thing and batted it back to me, and I caught it and almost scored. And I was like, this is insanity. I don't know if it's panic, but weird stuff happens on the football field. Ask the Cardinals. But I thought that was the most bizarre thing, that you could fall down 10 minutes of the game, last 2 minutes, last 30 seconds. It's like it's changing. It's a closer's league. I said it's the NBA. It's a closer's league, and who can close in the last few seconds is going to win.
We will get you out of here on this. The Jets are now 0-5 to start. You were on two really bad teams at Tampa Bay that went 2-14. What is the experience like as a player, and you know this, when you just cannot seem to win?
I'll own one of those full seasons.